Technically, I'm an hour late already as it is, so. Okay, I can hear the sound effects in the background of the video now. Yeah, so half an hour late because I decided to really go at it at the gym today. Did deadlifts and deadlifts and then lying leg curls. So getting back into that because I basically been gone. Whoosh. All right, I can hear my voice. Fuck. Forgot to mute my iPad. Sloppiness. I have no excuse. So I did deadlifts and then lying leg curls to work my hamstrings. I should have followed up with doing some of the glutes, but I decided to do upper body stuff after that with triceps and biceps and then some farmer carries. But then I realized that I don't know what these things are. Let's see if I can find an image of these things. Ah, yeah, this. Man, these things are 130 bucks. Are you kidding me? What? No, don't play the fucking video. This is on Amazon. Let me just make sure you guys can't see all my shit. My Amazon info. Oh, yeah, that was showing my whatchamacallit. Just gotta be careful here not to give away my fucking zip code. All right. Looking at the side here, I should probably just like open up. Yeah, these things. Except there's only one pair of these stoppers on them. This actually looks exactly like the ones that we have, except these rings on one of them were offset, so it was off balance. So I couldn't just put my hand in the center here and then do a farmer's carry to train my grip strength. I was just feeling my wrist there, and like any of the like strainedness I felt earlier in the gym has completely gone away at this point. So I had to break out my pair because the gym provided ones were only for one of there was only one pair of the stoppers. So I had to break out my pair, but their stoppers sucked because at the slightest bit of weight, they'll slide off. And I've had my my grip stoppers for barbells. I've had them for years. I've had them since college. Back in 2018 at the latest. So, and they're still good. I don't know why this gym, my gym's stoppers, they're these cruddy white ones. I don't know why why they suck so bad. I don't know. Like I've put my things through some heavy usage, so why these things? There's a picture of this guy's got to be on steroids or something. And to train my grip, I actually grip it by the large diameter part, not here by the handles. So you actually have to grip the handles pretty strongly in order to keep them balanced. Probably my weakest point is at my pinkies. And then so everything starts getting slightly unbalanced as the weights in front of me start tipping forward or start tipping up because my pinky can't hold the back weight up. And then maybe I just need to put the center of gravity more appropriately under my towards like in between my middle and index finger, so that way the weight is more less. There's less weight on my pinky. In any case, just checking my notifications. Oh, I also got into it. I guess I'll open this up. What? No. I'm gonna adjust this. All right, so there's a whole discussion going on here. I love when surrogacy is trending. You can immediately tell who's driven by emotional authoritarianism and who's capable of logical reasoning. Notice they never propose new regulations to make the practice safer. They just want to ban it because it makes them feel weird. Yeah, surrogacy gets to that one of those weird points where it's like, all right, you're really sort of screwing with nature right here. And by surrogacy, I mean the process of having another woman carry a baby to term for a pair of adoptive parents. Now, there are two ways. There's what's called traditional surrogacy, and then there's gestational surrogacy, which is now the vast, overwhelming majority, I would say, of surrogacy in the United States, at least. For traditional surrogacy, that's where a man or a donor who's not the man who's going to be adopting. Actually, I want to see if I can get paint. I feel like I should graphically draw this out. I'm going to draw the woman with the fucking skirt to signify that she is whammon. I need a... I probably need another window browser here. Not browser. Not display capture. What am I looking for? Window capture. Holy crap. Can it not see that? What the hell? Oh, no, wait. It straight up can't see paint for some reason. That's strange. Why not? All right, never mind. I'm going to give up on graphically explaining this. What the fuck? Now it can see. All right, hold up. Let me turn it off for a second. Oh, what is this? Man, I'm learning new things about OBS. All right, no. All right, well, that was abandoned project. All right, so traditional surrogacy. Couple that wants a baby has the man, and let's keep it at that, in the couple, artificially inseminate the surrogate mother. I'm doing hand gestures. Again, you can't see. So that makes the kid half the surrogate mother and half the adoptive father, and the woman is like out of it. Unless you're getting to issues with the male is infertile for some reason. So then they would get a donor to inseminate the woman. So at that point, the kid's half related to the surrogate mother and then completely unrelated to the adoptive family. But then again, we allow families to adopt children who are completely genetically unrelated to them. So the only issue is that you're explicitly creating this scenario. Then there's gestational surgery, where ideally the mother and father who want to have a child, the intended adoptive family, form an embryo from their own DNA and then implant that in the surrogate mother. So when the child is born, that child is genetically unrelated. That is genetically unrelated to the woman who birthed her, and only genetically related to the people who supplied the DNA for the embryo in the first place. So this gets into this weird scenario of, because obviously, like, you know, more religious people said, like, no, you can't take the kid away from its mother, and it's evil that you're creating this situation in the first place. But me, I guess, being more scientifically inclined, and looking at the kid and like saying, yeah, but the kid is completely genetically unrelated to the mother. So will she be able to will she actually fully love that kid as much as as its biological parents will? That's my concern, because like well, I guess I'll get to what mimetic significance of you. It's because you're purposely creating a life to tear away from the mother. The disruption of the mother-baby bond is a psychological devastating for both baby and mother. There's real harm happening here. It's being done for money. Would there not be harm done by keeping the child, let's say, keeping it to a gestational surrogacy child who is genetically unrelated to the mother who birthed her? Will there not be harm in that child not being raised by its actual biological parents, who to a certain level will see in the child more themselves than maybe the surrogate mother will? And maybe there will be significant behavioral differences between the two of them, between the child and the surrogate mother, that makes the mother not care for the child as much as maybe she should be. And maybe it'll start psychologically ticking in the back of her head, is this like, this is not truly my child. I bore someone else's child, and I now am like inclined to not treat it as well as maybe I should be, or maybe its biological parents would. So he's bringing up like the harm at the get-go of separating the child from its biological mother, to as like the be-all and end-all. I'm concerned about harm caused by the kid not being raised by its biological parents. I need to take a break for a second, because I'm just realizing it's probably like 75 in my apartment right now. I know we're going to have this like cold front that hits, but I'm going to turn on the AC. I'm just that insane. Please excuse me. I think the buttons on my thermostat are broken, because I kept on like trying to knock it down from 74. I have it set to 74, so it's at least running right now, because we're at 75. It's 75 across my apartment. But I want to push a little bit lower, because I'm actually like sweating in my sweatpants. I probably should take off my sweatpants and go put on a pair of shorts. But so here's, I guess, like me being Redditor man here, as I'm getting like derided as, the disruption of the mother-baby bond is psychologically devastating for both baby and mother. Intuitively, let me just finish what I said. I'm going to be that guy that asks for evidence on this claim. I will grant that it is intuitive that this may be true. I forgot to put in the B there. But I want to see some empirical evidence. And I think he even quote tweeted me here, like, people are really asking for proof of a mother's love. Here's the thing. If the surrogate mother knows what she's getting into, will she necessarily actually love that child in the same way as if it was her own biological child? If they're fully conscious of going through the process, she may not have that love that you think it does, that you think would be there from being a biological child. You don't know. This could be like a very, I don't know, mentally detached woman, and she has no feelings for this child, whatever, and she is solely doing it for the money. Now, I imagine like the biological process of actually holding the kid might actually like awaken some emotions in a woman, but you can't. I'm just coming up with this now that I'm thinking about it. You can't necessarily say that mother is always going to 100% love that child that she birthed, and especially if she's consciously aware of being a surrogate, which like that's the only like ethical way to do it is like somebody who's unconsciously aware of that this is a child is like she gets him like you she becomes a surrogate without even knowing it, and then like the last minute the child gets ripped away from her and it's just like no, that wasn't actually your child. Like I don't know how you could even pull that off for her to not like pull off a scenario with that where a woman carries a child to term and then it gets taken away from her for some reason, and what it's not disclosed like oh it's not even genetically your child, ma'am. I don't know. What do the comments under here say? Oh, I came up with it. The surrogate mother may not and probably will not love the child as much as her biological mother, though. You talk about the harm of separating the child from the woman who birthed her, but what about the harm of the child not being raised by their biological parents? So that's the other thing I'm bringing up here. I don't know. Who responded to anything? Great point. That's why surrogacy should be banned. It creates an impossible situation where the child will always lose. My guess is that a child born to a surrogate, for whatever the psychological damage that may come about from not being attached to their mother, the mother that birthed them, or the benefits of being raised by biological parents of a child born of surrogacy outweighs the effects of being separated from its mother, its surrogate mother. Let me ask, begs the question here. Let's see here. Test. You working, Grok? Okay. In gestational surrogacy, how quickly? What are the usual protocols with handling the baby after its birth? I imagine that you'd want to what's where I'm looking for you? Get the baby attached. I put that in quotes to its biological parents and rather quickly. To deaden any effects of separating it from its surrogate mother. Because I'm thinking of just like take the child and immediately clean the kid up and then like start having the biological parents like hugging and kissing it so it starts picking up their scent and starts associating with them before their own child, before the surrogate mother. In gestational surrogacy, where the surrogate carries an embryo created from the intended parents or donors, ignore that, genetic material post-birth protocols prioritize the baby's health, legal handover, and emotional well-being for all parties. This can vary by country, clinic, agency, individual agreements, but common practices are guided by medical standards for organizations like American Society for Reproductive Medicine and Surrogacy Agency. Here's an interview. Delivery protocols. The baby is usually delivered via vaginal birth or C-section as planned. Right after birth, medical staff perform a standard newborn check, AGPAR scoring, weighing, and cleaning. The surrogate may or may not hold the baby briefly depending on the surrogacy contract. Many agreements specifically minimal or no contact to facilitate immediate bonding with the intended parents. Intended parents are often present in the delivery room if allowed by the hospital and can participate in cutting the umbilical cord or first holds. Skin-to-skin contact. To promote early attachment and reduce any potential separation effects, the baby is typically placed skin-to-skin with one of the intended parents, usually the mother if applicable, as soon as possible after birth. This mimics natural bonding processes, helping regulate the baby's temperature, heart rate, and stress levels while encouraging breastfeeding if desired. If the intended parents aren't immediately available, hospital staff or a doula might handle this temporarily. I have never heard of this term before, but I guess, I don't know, it's someone who cares for a child. absent the actual mother, or I hate to say it, like this is where the term birthing person actually comes up, like is useful. Somebody other than the surrogate mother, I guess. Let's leave it at that. Minimizing separation effects. Research on attachment theory support quick handover to intended parents to foster secure bonds, as the surrogate isn't genetically related to the pregnancy, and the pregnancy is contractual. There's no strong evidence of long-term separation trauma in surrogacy when handled promptly, but protocols aim to avoid prolonged surrogate-baby interaction. Some surrogates pump colostrum, first milk for the baby if agreed upon, but direct breastfeeding by the surrogate is rare. Legal and logistical steps. Handover and discharge. The baby is legally transferred to the intended parents via pre-birth orders or post-birth adoption processes, depending on jurisdiction. In the U.S., for example, intended parents' names go directly on the birth certificate in surrogacy-friendly states like California. Discharge from the hospital usually happens together as a family unit, with the surrogate often in a separate room to allow privacy. Emotional support agencies provide counseling for surrogates and parents to manage emotions. Surrogates might have limited or no postpartum contact with the baby per agreement to prevent attachment issues, though some maintain friendly relationships long term. All right, so yeah, that's how I imagine you do it, is like very quickly afterwards, get the kid in contact with its adoptive parents. So it picks up their stent, does the skin-to-skin bonding thing. And I'm pretty sure also women also take like hormonal treatments to like trick their body into thinking they're pregnant, so that when the child's there, they can breastfeed the child themselves. So again, they're bringing, mimetic sensitive says, a mother's love, that attachment like that we see as like is very eternal. The biological processes can be hacked, is what I think here. So the whole like, oh, you're fucking with something deeply like human here by separating a child from its mother is just like, well, if you do it well enough and hijack like the things, hijack the instincts, the sensory overload by putting the child in immediate contact with its adoptive parents, you can do that. In fact, I remember let me see if I can find this video. Basically, it was, now I need to go to YouTube first. I'm looking this up somewhere else. Oh, I think I found it. Nope, not my Twitch channel. This is like Frisian horses. I think these guys are actually in the Netherlands. Let me just check. Oh yeah, they're in the Netherlands. So these are actual Frisians raising horses. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find the other video. Essentially, the black horse had a child that died. It was stillborn. So what they did was they had this other baby horse. Hold on, let me see here. This is the other video. But the point is, they try and get it to bond with the other horse. They were actually like digging through a scrap pile to find the placenta of this horse's, that this horse came with this horse's stillborn child. This might actually be a little bit too graphic. Oh god, man, dude's in there
Wat
reaching.
viel
This is
nou
wrong.
dan?
I feel head, no feet. Hooves should come first.
Maar geen voetjes erbij.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's the placenta and stuff, and then there's the stillborn. I don't know, calf or colt. I guess that's a word. So it's stillborn. So then she's pretty calm. Expected to be uncomfortable. I got a friend
Hey,
from
Diane.
F. F is namesake. A friend. F knew a foal without a mother. Whether I wanted a foster foal or for Uniac. So they're trying to get this thing to adopt a kid. Of course, we want to try that. So we go to find the afterbirth before having to get my son. So I guess that they just throw the afterbirth in with the horse
Het
poop.
kwaaltje in zit, waar uniek.
So yeah, these guys are in the Netherlands. I can tell they're not speaking English here.
En in deze trailer zit een kwaaltje.
Zit
Die
the
probeer je
footje?
om bij uniek te doen.
I wonder if like, because they say they're
Hoe dat
Frisians.
wezen, dat gaat lukken.
Maybe they're Dutch people who raise Frisian horses. I don't know if they're actual like free, if they are identify as Frisians, who are obscure, lesser known group in like subgroup within the Netherlands. Most beautiful Frisian horse videos almost every day. Stall and hen stall. We breed a number of foals every year. This film is daily life of Frisian horses in Friesland, the Netherlands.
Wow.
So I guess these guys are like, I don't know, maybe
Wat een mooi
they're
beestje.
regular Nederlanders who live in Frisia, Friesland, or they're actually Frisians. So yeah, so getting the afterbirth, like we can do this with animals, is try and get them to adopt younger animals like that. And in big animals like this with probably like, I don't know, larger gestation times, and probably have a bit of a more what is it? K-selected reproductive strategy. They have minimal offspring and put a lot of care into making sure those offspring survive. That's more like humans. Versus, you know, like dogs which can have, you know, 6 to 8 puppies per litter.
Goed zo.
The foal really wants to go for the udders or the breasts and like start drinking some milk. So really trying to get them to acclimatize to each other. So we can do this. This is more adoptive than surrogate.
Goed.
I can't believe I remember this. How old is this video? 4 years ago. How did I remember this? So yeah, we can play like this with animals. Now again, this is adoptive out of like, you know, peculiar circumstances of a stillborn and then a lonely foal. I guess that's a term, foal, for a baby horse. So yeah, we can't do this with surrogacy. I mean, the best way, I don't know, I would say is like outlaw traditional surrogacy. Like, no, you can't do a surrogacy between where the mother holds the child. The mother is half related to the child and half related to the adoptive father. Outlaw that so we don't have this weird genetic complication where the kid is like a mix of somebody who will be raised as a stranger to them or whatchamacallit. And then the father, although admittedly they'll have that connection to the father. And the mother, the adopted mother, is completely left out in the wind. Also, apparently, like the surrogates, I guess in order to be able to have the surrogacy actually function, the person has to be probably like genetically similar to whoever the adoptive parents are. So they probably like can't be an opposite race. They can't be a different race. Let me just go. Let me go back to Grok 1 second. I take it Suro gets have to be genetically similar to the adoptive parents. You. Parents in the case from the adoptive parents. Like, I take it, like, I guess it's extremely difficult to get an embryo to implant in a get of a different race. Uh-oh. I think Grok's losing its time. Let me see if I can reload. No, that's not the case in gestational surrogacy. The surrogate does not need to be genetically similar or of the same race as the intended parents or the embryo's genetic origins. Gestational surrogacy specifically uses embryo created via IVF from the intended parents and donor's egg sperm, so the surrogate has no genetic connection to the baby. She's purely the carrier. Embryo implantation and race. The embryo implants based on medical factors like uterine lining and endometrial preparation and thickness. Embryo quality often tested via pre-implantation genetic tests, PGT, hormone protocols. Surrogates, overall health, age, BMI, and reproductive history. Race or ethnicity does not create a biological barrier to implementation the way you might think, e.g. no immune rejection based on skin color or broad racial differences. The uterus doesn't recognize race in a way that prevents implantation. Successful cross-racial or cross-ethnic transfers are common and routine in gestational surrogacy. Many agencies and clinics explicitly state that race does not matter when matching intended parents with surrogates. Cross-racial surrogacy happens frequently, including international cases where intended parents from one racial ethnic background use surrogates from another. Wow, all right. The magic of the womb, I guess you could say. Some research on IVF and frozen embryo implant transfers has no disparities in outcomes by race ethnicity of the person undergoing the transfer. Low birth rates in some groups like black women compared to white men in certain large studies. However, these differences are often linked to factors like age, underlying health conditions, socioeconomic access to care, or other variables, not an inherent racial compatibility with the embryo. When controlling for age and medical history, success rates between surrogates of different races, Caucasian versus African, can be nearly identical. In surrogacy specifically, the surrogates are carefully screened and often younger, healthier embryos may be higher quality, e.g. from donors' eggs or PGD tested. Overall transfer success is often 60 to 85% per transfer. And all right, I'm losing the plot at this point. 28 web pages. Surrogacy success rates, age, ethnicity. All right, surrogacy for all. At least Grok likes to show its work. All right, let me change account and let's. You know what, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go put on some shorts so I'm not sweating my balls off. Anime-styled factory automation game Morse Tech is an RPG all about production and research tech to follow humanity's technological evolution with the final goal build a rocket to return home. Oh, that sounds like a cute game, and I get to play as an anime girl. Does it have to be this girl in particular? Can I not play a male character? But that's something I could gel with. Let me see. What is this? I want to go up Steam. I'm pulling up Steam right now. You can't see. What's one of those called? Morse Tech. Q3 2026. Oh, that's a bit away. Similar to the games we played, Astroneer, which I have played, and there was a point when I was playing a lot of it when I was unemployed in my parents' back in my parents' place. So, yeah, I could actually see myself playing that. That sounds fun. I wonder how many like streamers are gonna go for, because like, oh, cute anime girl. Like that's all you need to do to add it in. Is just add a cute anime girl. Although Astroneer has the thing of whatchamacallit. Although this thing, like you're going through all the tech levels with this, whereas with Astroneer you're set with like some weird space age technology. But man, oh, they're creating diesel engines and servo motor arms and trains. So this really is like a way to climb up the tech tree. I should have just like have my Steam open so you could see. So yeah, that's actually fairly interesting. I could see myself actually like if I had way more time, I'd probably be like playing the shit out of this game. I don't know, maybe it'll be crappy on first go, but I put it on my wish list for now. So stand by. I'll get back to more like yapping, and I'm gonna go put on a pair of shorts. Hear that? I just slammed some chapstick down on my desk, but yeah, Anime Girl does Minecraft and tech tree upgrading. I could totally go for that. Forgot I shouldn't like this shit. She's got power tape, power towers or electrical line towers. Hold up, 1 second. I don't know. This girl struck me as like Henya the genius looking. How did she survive the crash? That's what I want to know. She's taking a pickaxe to a tree. And she's doing all these petty birch trees. I like the music. Ooh, and oil pumps out in the desert. Oil doesn't have to be set in the desert. Oh, and then there's hold up. I want to know view quotes. Anybody I know? Satisfactory Japan. 3D Anime Factorio. Anybody else I know? Anybody I follow? Oh, Quarterbit. I remember. I know him. He does. What is it? VTuber. I think he does like. I think I remember him doing Europa Universalis 4 stuff. It was only a matter of time before we got Anime Girl Factorio. Indeed. What the fuck? Retone app. Anime Factorio, baby. Okay, so I guess it's Factorio. I haven't played Factorio. Maybe I should play Factorio to get ready for this. Arknight's Enfield just dropped and it's fucking free. What? Wait, is this made by? Let's see here. I got it. The developer is somebody called Saka Studio, and all they have is, let's see. Their oldest game is something called Amazing Human Simulator. And then there's Speedbox. I don't know what this is. Looks like a, I don't know, Twitch game. I don't know how to describe it. You're jumping box. Then 2019 they had Just In. It's just like a simple puzzle game or something. It's like mathematics, Sudoku or something. Then there's something called Quick Hole. Battle Royale FPS that came out in 2021. So now they're realize that if you just want to sell stuff is put a cute anime girl in it and people will flock to it. I mean, I can't justify the logic. Man, the games are like the highest thing was like Quick Hole. That's their FPS thing, and that was spilled for $5. So I don't know how much Moore's Tech's gonna go for. They were all Windows before that, but this one's going to be Mac and Steam OS compatible. Looking at Steam, so that looks fun. Now all we need are creatures we can enslave, and work for free. And Factorio is going to hit GC like super crack. What the heck is GC? Arknight's Enfield's been out for 2 days and already has a knockoff. Does Arknights have this kind of stuff? I don't get it. All right. You don't need to see my fucking. All right, let's just go to Clash Report. I don't know. Japanese diet also dissolved itself. Oh, it's Koizumi, the guy who apparently, because he's now Minister of Defense for Japan. He did PT with Pete Hegseth, and then he had to be like checked for dehydration and fatigue after he did their force show PT with the troops. Another election together, except this time they're allies instead of rivals. I don't know. She seems happier than him right now. I don't get any sense of like petty resentment from him, other than maybe he's just being extra stoic or something right here. But it looks like he's just like, I resent this. Oh, Ishin's candidate, Aichi's 9th district in Nana Uragami, who until just days ago was a professional idol. Her last concert was held on January 15th. Then she announced a sudden graduation on January 21st and became an official candidate in the election the very next day. Banzai! The Japanese idol to politician pipeline. Does she have a mole on her face? What is that? Yes, she does. Maybe there's people who have a fetish for that she appeals to as an idol. Oh, this is funny. In Miyagi 1st District, the LDP, so the current ruling party, the right of center conservative party, and the CRA, this like hodgepodge mixing of Komeito and the CDP, their campaign offices are literally right next to each other. Very funny. Since the minimum age to run for the House of Representatives is 25, this election is the first in which candidates born in the 21st century are eligible to stand. One such example is DPFP candidate born in 2000 running Osaka's 7th district. Interesting. So first Zoomer, and I don't know how to say it, but I swear to God, this looks AI edited. Like looking at her neck, there seems to be a clean break where it's like getting edited and touched up. Because her skin like looks ragged here, lower on the neck, but then it starts getting cleaned up, and this sort of like looks. Did anybody else notice that it looks sort of like? Oh. Born in the 21st century, born in 2000. Oh no, he's like making a quibble that 2000 is still in the 20th century. ESL, second language. What are politics? Well, DPFP, so the taxes are too damn high. That's all I can think about DPFP, DPFP, is that they just want lower taxes. Yeah, I'm just looking at this again. This looks like way too touched up. I don't know why, but the Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon comes to mind. At least her facial structure. It looks like one of those like overly soft, like 3D animated female faces. All right, whatever. The moment the house dissolved earlier. Oh wait. So I've been informed that all those people banzaiing are the LDP, and apparently they're the only ones who do it, which I don't get why. Why don't only half of them do the banzai chat? Like I asked, like, does Ishin not join in it? I think that like as a right of center party, they would be joining in on. They would be okay with it. I don't follow daily anime. I don't need that on this account. All right. I don't know. Is anything? Congress rejects bid to block impaired driving prevention. What's this? House members from both parties voted down an amendment by Rep. Thomas Massey that sought to cut funding for a 2021 law mandating advanced impairing driving prevention technology in new cars starting model 20. Year 2027. The system would use cameras or sensors to detect alcohol, drugs, or fatigue and limit vehicle operation if needed, with supporters like Mothers Against Drunk Driving citing potential to prevent over 9,400 General Mike Flynn. Man, he's had a sordid life, but the Trump must veto that. He's not going to veto this bill. So, well, this isn't something that came up with Trump. But so I guess that's bad, but whatever. I don't drink, so it's not my problem. White House posts AI image of Trump and penguin in Greenland. Credit to whoever's behind the social media account. They know how to stay on the ball. Like the penguin edits came out like 2 days ago, and they're already on top of it with this shit. There are no penguins in Greenland. All penguins live in southern hemisphere except for one species from the Galapagos Islands. Perhaps you should have dismantled it. Whatever. It's frozen north. It'll work. And honestly, penguins, like, I wonder if you could actually transplant some of them there and they could actually start living in Greenland. That would be an interesting thing. If we're going to get this extraterritorial thing, can we get like an extraterritorial enclave where we can test taking penguins from the southern hemisphere and putting them up in Greenland and seeing if they can survive? If they can survive down there, they can probably survive in the Arctic. Although, I don't know if there's enough fish to support them out there. Good question. Okay, let me just ask this question to Grok again. What is this guy's account? Dedicated research mining exposing right-wing extremism and other threats to democracy. You know, I'll give him a follow just for that. Okay, but what about the potential to take penguins from the Antarctic and settle them in Greenland, and for the fun of it? Oh man, Grok is thinking hard. Because I'm wondering, like, what natural predators that they have that will want to eat them? What are is there enough food supply for them out there? While the transplanting of penguins to Greenland for amusement sounds like a quirky adventure straight out of a cartoon, it's worth exploring hypothetically why it wouldn't work out well for the penguins, the ecosystem, or any involved. I'll break it down. Okay, Grok wants to be a naysay here. Predators galore. Antarctica has no native land predators, allowing penguins to nest safely on the ground without fear of being hunted while vulnerable. In contrast, Greenland and broader Arctic are home to polar bears, Arctic foxes, wolves, and other carnivores that would view flightless ground nesting penguins as an easy meal. Okay, I thought there were some, like, there were like sea lions and stuff down there, but now I'm realizing, oh wait, there's land animals that they don't have polar bears and stuff down there. Damn. In contrast, ground nesting penguins is easy meal. Penguins lack defenses against such threats, and experts note that this is the prime reason why they've never naturally colonized the North. Historically, attempts to introduce penguins to Arctic regions like Norway in the 1930s-1950s failed precisely because of predation and inability to establish populations. Climate and habitat mismatch. While both poles are cold, the Arctic's seasonal ice patterns, ocean currents, and food webs differ. Penguins rely on specific fish, krill, and squid abundant in Antarctic waters, which aren't identically available in the Arctic. Greenland's coastal areas might offer some similar cold, but the overall ecosystem, including shorter daylight cycles and different sea ice dynamics, could stress them. Plus, crossing the equator during transport would expose to warm water and temperature they couldn't tolerate long term, as penguins evolved in isolation in the south and never migrated north naturally. Survival odds. In speculative scenarios, some biologists suggest that predators were somehow removed. Certain hardy penguin species might adapt to Arctic conditions over generations given their cold tolerance. But in reality, with current setup, the introduced penguins would likely perish quickly, eaten, starved, or unable to breed successfully. Well, then there's also invasive species risk, but that's enough about that. But getting back to this, like, What was the point of the penguin? The penguin walked off to certain death in the mountains. Just like that he wouldn't be able to survive in Greenland, but nonetheless, he trudges on inexorably to the infinite, however unattainable it might be. So go, penguin, go. Go into Greenland. So this honestly like speaks a little, it's like, it sort of like embraces the meme of like, I don't want to say nihilism, but reaching for the infinite, that which cannot be obtained, living while others merely survive. So it plays into the meme slightly more than what Patriot Takes here is actually thinking here. Perhaps you shouldn't have dismantled. Fuck the Department of Education. Where, like, what good has it done? Ultimately, there's nothing government can do because basically all our. No, I'm not going to go there right now. Whatever. Penguin, go to. Why did the penguin go to the mountains? Same reason it went to Greenland, to reach ever onwards, to reach new heights, to reach for the infinite, however unattainable, to live while others merely survive. I should cut this into a short. I should probably do that. I need to cash in on it while I can. So that's why I gotta dedicate my Saturday to. If I'm stuck in here and I don't have power, I need to try and make some like brain rot YouTube short edit about the penguin going to Greenland. All right. What's going on over here? Trump administration is expected to deport dozens of Iranians to Iran as soon as Sunday. Among those facing deportation are two gay men who say they will be likely executed if returned, since homosexuality is punishable by death in Iran. Their lawyer warns they face an extremely high chance of being killed. Well, Trump just said, if you get killed, we'll bomb the shit out of Iran. So Iran, don't kill them. Like, honestly, like, if they're like obviously committed like relationship gay people, okay, are they men just claiming to be gay? Because it says two gay men sort of implied that they're a couple, but maybe they're just two separate gay men who happen to be on the same thing and don't know each other. Trump, Canada is against the Golden Dome being built over Greenland, even though the Golden Dome would protect Canada. Instead, they voted favoring to do business with China, who will eat them up within the first year. I mean, yeah. What are we as shit-lib Canadians trying to invest in? Electric cars. Okay, and we want to have an economy where that is a significant input, especially in the Ontario auto industry. Shifted over to electric cars for environmentalist regions. So what are we going to do? Open up the door to Chinese over-subsidized BYD electric cars and flood our market with them and kill our own electric car industry. Brilliant. So eat them up within the first year. Yeah. Wait till you get like completely submerged with like cheap Chinese crap and destroy your own industries. You become a resource pig for China, and they become a dumping ground for all their manufactured goods. Way to go, retards. Jury's merch on the Board of Peace. I told Trump a few weeks ago that I would personally be ready to join the Board of Peace if it were a body that, as originally planned, accompanies the peace process in Gaza, including now in the second phase, which unfortunately has not yet begun with the disarmament of Hamas. In its current form, however, we cannot accept the governance structure for constitutional reasons in Germany. Nevertheless, we are prepared to explore further new forms of cooperation with the United States if the aim is to find formats that bring us closer to peace in other regions of the world. Italy is Meloni. She's speaking.
Den geschichtlichen Hintergrund.
Okay, so she's speaking in Italian, and this is the German translator. Fuck this. Europe must decide whether it wants to take its destiny into its own hands or simply endure it. That is why we need clarity, courage, and responsibility, and above all, intelligence to turn crises into opportunities.
Statt. Europa muss entscheiden, will es sein Schicksal in die
Okay, I'm not listening to this. Italian Prime Minister Meloni privately warned EU leaders that clashing with Trump would hurt Europe more than America, urging calm and non-escalatory approach. Her comments came after Trump threatened tariffs over Greenland. She wasn't getting tariffs. Italy wasn't facing tariffs. So So I guess she's trying, like, she's not like doing this like, hey guys, please don't fuck over my economy by being belligerent with Trump here. She's like saying, you guys need to back down for your own good. I'm giving you this some advice. I like them pointing out. Belgian Prime Minister Bart de Wever. The United States is by far the strongest power within NATO, but our dignity is not for sale. We are not slaves. Bart de Wever. It is time to develop a diversified range of strategic partnerships based on mutual respect and support for maximum free trade. And it can indeed be done with middle powers such as Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia. As far as I'm concerned, we're very gladly also with South America and with India. Yeah, import all that all that cheap Indian labor to your heart's content. Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez. As Trump said from Davos, Switzerland, they used weapons against us that had never been used on the battlefield. Weapons that no one else in the world had. That resulted in Venezuela being a laboratory for those weapons. All right, not going to listen to this. He's speaking really slow. New post by the White House. Embrace the penguin. Mexico is reviewing whether to continue sending oil to Cuba after Trump warned that shipments must stop. With Venezuela supplies cut off, Mexico has become Cuba's main fuel provider, making a target of U.S. pressure. President Sheinbaum has publicly defended the shipments as humanitarian aid, but officials privately fear U.S. reprisals as Mexico negotiates trade security issues with Washington. I mean, if they get cut off from that, we could very well see like the collapse of Cuba, although will that necessarily lead to regime change? Although apparently the Trump administration is trying to get feelers out to people inside Cuba who could like oust, like lead a transition to non-communist rule, even if it's not democratic rule. We're cleaning up our hemisphere from some dead weight. Oh, U.S. military says it has carried out a strike on a suspected drug trafficking vessel in the Eastern Pacific, marking the first known attack since Maduro was captured earlier this month. 2 people were killed and 1 survived. The Coast Guard was alerted to rescue the survivor. All right. Well, 2 people were killed and 1 survived. Keir Starmer. All right, hold up. I want to find something. Nope. Just want to. Oh my God, stop. Man, what was his name? God. All right, my moment's lost. I was going to bring up the tweet of somebody saying, we warned you this would happen about people, populace being completely okay with blowing up drug boats like this. Keir Starmer has withdrawn legislation to hand the Chagos Islands Keir Starmer has withdrawn legislation to hand Chagos Islands to Mauritius after criticism from Trump and warnings it could breach the 1966 UK treaty guaranteeing British sovereignty. Good move. Thank you, Trump. Saving Britain from its own stupidity. From Keir Starmer's stupidity in this on this matter. Who's that in the background? Good that we stopped this. Mexican President Sheinbaum. The idea that Spain arrived to civilize is a very old 16th century vision. Our vision is that Spain invaded this territory and that the conquest was very violent. Those great cultures must be recognized for the resistance, what they represent to Mexico. Listen, the Aztec and Mesoamerican civilizations are gone. They're not resurrecting them. So, decrying Spain. I don't know. Has Spain put out a claim against any statement against this? how long before they start wanting reparations from Spain? Start requesting reparations from Spain. Not for anything caused in the Mexican War for Independence, but for crimes committed by Cortez and the initial conquest of the area that would become Mexico. All right. Oh, what the heck is this? Trump. I want to thank President Aliyev of Azerbaijan and Prime Minister Pashinyan of Armenia for upholding the peace agreement we signed last August. This was a nasty war, one of 8 that I have ended, but now we have prosperity and peace. In February, Vice President Vance will travel to both countries to build on our peace efforts and advance the Trump route for international peace and prosperity. We will strengthen our strategic partnership with Azerbaijan, a beautiful agreement for peaceful nuclear cooperation with Armenia, deals for our great semiconductor makers, and the sale of made in USA defense equipment such as body armor, boats, and more to Azerbaijan and not Armenia? Okay, weird. Okay. All right. That was some interesting. I don't know. Let me just check some Telegram channels to see if I missed anything. Okay, so apparently South Sudan broke out in war again. We're trying to deport people there. What the fuck? Why am I getting why am I getting news about Nigeria? All right, get past this. Hey, hold up, let me see there. Clement. I guess it's this guy. Here's the tweet. South Sudan is again at war after peace agreement and ceasefire got broken. The Vice President Riek Machar, head of the rebels of SPLM-IO, is in custody for a year. His group announced an offensive to take Juba, the capital city. The South Sudanese People's Defense Forces, led by Salva Kiir, the president and main opponent of Machar, sent multiple reinforcements to the front line along the Jonglei region. The war is getting more and more violent between the two factions, especially for control of critical resources such as oil. I'm trying to make a map of the local situation. If you have any information. Damn. All right. So not only is Sudan fucked up, what is this exclusion zone over here? Between Sudan and South Sudan. Is this like some internationally controlled territory? Wait, where's the capital? Back. Dajuba. Is this the capital? And these forces are trying to make a strike here. So sad. Reading off something from Telegram here. 2 NYPD officers were denied treatment at a New York University hospital after nurses and staff misidentified them as federal immigration agents. Ooh boy. One, you're fucking over your own police. Second, you can't like deny service to federal immigration authorities. Yeah. Or after arrest injury. The Texas Right MAU Langthorne Health Cobble Hill last Friday after subsequent spat blood on them during an arrest. The hospital staff questioned their identities, mistaking them for federal immigration agents amid sanctuary policy tensions leading to root treatment before they received care. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch secured an apology from hospital leaders and demanded staff retraining, while the detectives union called it an outrage and plans to investigate. The hospital confirmed it treated the injured officer after he secured his weapon per policy and values care for law enforcement. God, so much chaos. And it just seems like Trump's saying like strategy is going to be we are going to outlast you. We're going to outlast all the people who object to congressional enforcement. just check OSINT Defender. Did anything happen? Under U.S. Department of Defense is 2026 Department of Defense. He refused to call it defensive war. 2026 National Defense Strategy. Russia will remain a persistent but manageable threat to NATO's eastern members for the foreseeable future. The department will ensure the U.S. forces are prepared to defend against Russian threats in the U.S. homeland. The department will also continue to play a vital role in NATO itself, even as we calibrate U.S. forces, posture, and activities in the European theater to better account for the Russian threat to American interests as well as our allies' own capabilities. Moscow is in no position to make a bid for European hegemony. We shall see. European NATO dwarfs Russia in economic scale, population, and thus latent military power. Although we will remain engaged in Europe, we must and will prioritize defending the U.S. homeland to deterring China. Fortunately, our NATO allies are substantially more powerful than Russia. It is not even close. Germany's economy alone dwarfs that of Russia. At the same time, under President Trump's leadership, NATO allies have committed to raise defense spending to a new global standard of 5% of GDP in total, with 3.5% of GDP invested in hard military capabilities. Our NATO allies are therefore strongly positioned to take primary responsibility for Europe's conventional defense, with critical but more limited U.S. support. This includes taking the lead in supporting Ukraine's defense. It's from 32 minutes ago. Was this not something that came out earlier? Or did it just come out with a nice graphic? I guess this came out. 4 key lines of effort under the department's strategic approach. Defend the U.S. homeland, deter China in the Indo-Pacific through strength, not confrontation, increase burden sharing with U.S. allies and partners, supercharge U.S. defense industrial base. All right. All right, now that's enough. I'm going to break out Hearts of Iron 4 now. I just realized there's no... Oh, I can just barely hear it. That's the problem. Yeah, my background video, I can't even... I didn't hear... for a second there, I didn't hear it. I don't know if it's my own internal volume. Now I can hear it. Should I have the volume here? I guess it was way too low. In any case, turn off Brave altogether. Turn off the video. I should actually do. I'm gonna do Hearts of Iron 4. I want to do some fucking about. Hearts Iron IV strategy games. Grand strategy games. World War II. What is it? Alternate history. Yeah, that's about right. All right, change the game tag to game category Hearts of Iron 4. There's 32 viewers. Then again, because some people could be playing it that just aren't properly using the category system. And let me put out. All right, nope. Go back to my actual account. I got 6 notifications. I'm still probably getting shit. Oh, let me follow me. Oh, hold up. I'm skimming through. What the fuck? Oh my god, somebody did an AI video of Epstein, Diddy, and Maduro breaking out of jail. It's so retarded. shit. What am I doing? I need to go to my account. I got distracted by notifications on Twitter. Please excuse me. Oh yeah, here's the stream. All right. Pull up a base script here. Launching. Hearts. Earn. Imminently. Imminently. I am going to set up the game for some alternate history shenanigans where as the US I will to fight British Empire. But in what form? I'll add in an emoji here. I added 2 of them. Whoops. Come join me for the shit show this one ultimately will be. All right, and get the tag, get the links. It's just got a lot of dead air here right now. I feel bad. All right, tweet out. Categories changed. Let me launch it. I haven't played Hearts of Iron 4 on stream ever, now that I think about it. I'm really alert and awake right now. I didn't need like tea or anything. Then again, I did have an Arnold Palmer, so I do have some black tea in me. So maybe that's giving me a bit of a boost. Where is Hearts of Iron 4? Oh, I forgot the desktop icon has MacArthur on it. He was a larger-than-life figure. Do I have fucking mods on? Some active mods or not? I don't have any active mods. All right, I even forget where. I don't even have the most updated DLC. So, actually, I need to turn on game capture. Hey, full screen application actually caught it. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. You gotta say, the music is absolutely killer here. The fuck? I have to download some shit for this to work properly? What the hell? The first time I ever saw a jet, I shot it down. Chuck Yeager, United States Army Air Force. The Air Force didn't become independent until after World War II. I just forget how tedious setup for the game can be. I probably should vary up how I usually play it because it probably also sucks. Like, naval combat is a complete, like, I don't know what to do. Holy crap, I'm actually have to download stuff in order for this game to work. I should have, like, verified files or something. I'm just scrolling through Instagram right now while I'm waiting for, I don't know what to fucking... Man, it seems to be absolutely fucking frozen. Oh, wow, no, finally went through. What am I missing? Battle for the Bosporus, Arms Against Tyranny, Trial of Allegiance. Gotterdammerung. Oh, I don't have that one. Graveyard of Empire, so that's something for Iran, and No Compromise, No Surrender. Mold new paths in history for Japan, China, and the Philippines. I'm kind of interested in Gotterdammerung. You know what? No, I am not gonna. I'll put it on my wish list. I think some of the thing I remember playing it, and some of the features were available. Maybe they're not. All right, new game. We're gonna start in 1936. Plays the U.S. Interesting countries. Select random country. No. Alright, custom game rules. No strengthening anybody. Release nations free. Countries always release nations unless specifically only while at peace. God damn, the music. Only while at peace blocked. Production licensees guarantee independence. Limited. Limited by world tension ideology rules. Coups free, boosting party popularity. Against AI only. All right, Germany, restore the Kaiser. Soviet Union, left opposition. Soviet will try to restate left opposition. No. Opposition czarists. Attempt to follow the historical chain. Yeah, I want Stalin to stay in here. Japan, I'm going to throw that as a wild card. Italy can respond as needed. France, I want going, let's see here. Sure, communist. Poland can respond, however. The rest of these, New Zealand, India can go default. Hungary, default. Czechoslovakia, nationalist China. I don't care. Britain. Organize the black shirts. Yeah, let's make them go commie. Mexico. Default Spain. Default Portugal, Greece, Bulgaria. I don't care about the rest of these countries. Finland, Ethiopia. All right, and colonization status. All right. Yeah, we'll apply. Regular difficulty, not Iron Man mode. Let's just go at it. I will not be continuing the New Deal since I am, as you could probably guess, a bit right of center, so I don't like heavy economic interventionism. Oh god, now the fucking setup. Get this first for extra research ability, then this for that construction speed, and then oh yeah, we'll update that first of all, first and foremost. Thank you. So let's see here, because we have, I know there's, all right, I can pick one. We'll pick up the War Department, but I know down the road here there is, I don't know if I want limited interventionism or, because limited intervention needs one or the other. Wouldn't that be funny? So I have all this stuff. I can add stuff. I'm actually thinking that I usually go down this route, but I'm thinking, you know, why don't I say screw it? I don't really need this shit. General Motors, industrial research speed, military constructions. I become a powerhouse as is enough. I don't really need this. So honestly, I'm thinking I might take limited intervention down the road. So you know what? While we've got what's his face over here. Oh, he doesn't even give it any bonus right now. Oh, I can create a faction? Let's not go right now. London Naval Treaty, Monroe Doctrine Enforcer, Great Depression, and then Homewood 3 can create factions. Can join factions led by another ideology. Ideology Drift Defense. Experimental facilities. Naval engineering. Engine key. What's this one? Submarine specialist. Surface ship specialist. We don't have any of these things, so honestly, wait. Available project 7. So we need. Oh yeah, I think this is right. We don't have. Nuclear reactor. I forget how the whole project system works. But we're going to need to build up some of those research facilities at some point. But for right now, just max out infrastructure. Also here. Whatever. Also out here. These various atolls that we own out here. Nope, that's the furthest south one. What is this? This is Wake Island, I think. Yeah, Wake Island. And there's Guam. And honestly, I want to upgrade. Oh, and let's not forget Aleutian Island. And Alaska. Anything else we're forgetting? What's this? Reinforced electrical grid. Supply lines and power infrastructure with a system of multiple redundancy. Factory energy. Oh, whoa. Now we have to build power stations? What? Oh, and I don't even have radar. Honestly, just to protect foreign investment, I'm going to put a bunch of this stuff out here first. I wonder, 20 February, construction speed. So this takes 6,000, whereas what does Alaska take? Let me just put it up there. It's also 6,000. I do feel that's a bit wrong. That those things are weighted equally. An Air Force place out here in Colorado, because, well, that's where. And Los Alamos in New Mexico. What else is out here? Fucking tank grounds out here. Or may just do it out here in the Midwest where nobody is. Or San Diego. And Norfolk. else did I put one? Fuck it. Oh, one in Ohio. So there's facility, one in Chicago. Because I think historically that's where the Manhattan Project also worked. Because I'm not doing enough of these. North Carolina? Sure, we'll do it out here because that's where the Wright brothers. I think that's right. It should have been North Carolina. Naval facility down here. Alright, I probably overdid it on that. Alright. Need weapons. And we are not producing for the amount of... We are not producing for the fucking planes that we have. That's the problem. So... let's see here. Carrier fighters. Yeah, we need carrier fighters. Not basic close air pursuit. Basic small airplane. Basic... interwar carrier, naval bomber, interwar carrier, close airport. Where is interwar? Where is carrier? Interwar carrier airframe. Yeah, so one dedicated to that. All right, what else is this here? Tactical. Close air support. Let's prioritize. Yeah, let's do basic close air support, and then naval bomber, interwar close air. What else is production for? Oh, should always dedicate one to fucking tank. Yeah, that. What are we missing? Tactical bomber, carrier naval bomber, tactical bomber. Sure, one tactical bomber. Oh, I am straight up out of. All right, basic medium airframe. Oh, that's basic medium airframe, basic small frame. We have a tactical bomber. Oh. Oh wait, no, what was that? I want the Catalina. PBY2. We always want one of those, and basic medium airframe, tactical bomber. No, over here. What was I looking at? What are these things? Basic medium airframe. What are they though? I think they're the same. What's the comparison between them? Alright, fuck it. This one's like a little bit more expensive. Actually, no. I'm going to put you up here. So you want those Catalinas, but oh boy. Interwar carrier close air support. No, I want carrier naval bombers. There we go. I guess they got priority. Oh god, in my naval production. I completely forget how to do this. I have a setup in my mind, but I'll just wait till I have excess capacity and start reassessing things. Alright, let that go. I don't care about carrier close air support for right now. No divisions in basic training. I'll go at 10, but only 2 at a time for right now. I do want to max out my Marines. It's 4 out of 24, so yeah, I can do about 20 more of these guys. And you know, it should be just to be like way too historically accurate. Where is it? These are oh, and there's no place for them to go to. And then these will be the so that's San Diego Marines, and these will be where is no, it's in North Carolina, Parris Island, North Carolina. And and 2 out of there. Then I don't have any tank divisions. Fuck.
Yes, sir.
Unassigned divisions.
All in.
Fuck, I need to put them all under something. Garrow, I'll just do this. I don't know, let's lighten the color slightly. Go, National Guard. And I'll just have them garrison, well, where they are effectively at this point. The North. Oh man, I hate how they completely homogenize all the states over here. Like, come on, Maine can be its own separate state. You want to combine Vermont, New Hampshire? Sure. You want to combine Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts? Okay. But like, split off Maine for the love of God. It's geographically large enough to be its own proper state. Let's see here. Ohio, Chicago. What else is out here? You. And of course, People's Republic of California. Well, I guess before it became that. I'm gonna do this like sort of related to how we do it right now. So this is Northcom.
Listen up.
I need you guys to hold territory. That's what I need more than anything out of you. Give them lightish purple. And you are Southcom. Let's see here. I always forget if the Caribbean has 2 R's or 2 B's. Caribbean, motherfucker.
Attention.
You know, I'll keep them under Northcom for right now. Nice tropical getaway. Eh, boys? Alright, also, there are a couple guys out here who are not.
Attention. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna actually take you out to be First Army. I don't know who to give it to. Stimson, sure. I'm gonna have you garrison out here for the time being. And I'll set these guys, I don't know, come out of Missouri and you go to them first. All right.
Attention.
Make you white for Alaska Guard. This is just me being autistic in my setup at this point. And of course, Garrison, Alaska, and this one Aleutian island we have out here, right next to the Soviet Union, who I'm far more concerned about than anybody else. Let's see here. You're in a new theater. You are PACOM. I'm going to leave it at that. And it's not Indo-PACOM, it's just PACOM because I don't care enough about India at this point. Clarence Hubner. I don't know. It's a tropical lightish blue that we can give him for Hawaii. Hawaii Guard. Then all these guys.
Listen up.
Island, Garrisons. Let's make sure I select everything properly. There's a lot of Japanese territory out here, right? Is that's British territory, and this is yeah, Japanese territory. What's this island? I'll have to click on it later. That's definitely Midway. All right, and we got one lone. All right, who are you? Oh no, I need to give you a general. Wainwright, yes. And you.
Ready to move.
Philippines Army. I'm probably misspelling that. Commonwealth of the Philippines. All right, well, that sends up our land forces. Oh my god, China has a different color. It's Chiang Kai-shek, Guangxi Clique, Yunnan. Who are these guys? The BSS, fascists. Zhubei Shanma. Xinjiang under the communists. Mongolian People's Republic. And then there's Tanu Tuva. That's not how it's spelled. Modern day. Then there's Menjiang. Prince Yanmanhuao Chung. Chingisid versus Palingo Council, who leads things right now. Who's this? Keisuke Okada. So there's the Kokumun Dome, Kyokoku Ichi Naikaku, and then the Seiyu Yukai. Interesting. They have an election in 1940. I didn't know that. We have an election in 1936 where I can finally kick what's-his-face to the curb. I just realized there's a lot of territory. I am surrounded. I am in a mishmash of Japanese territory. Strategic locations, Fariable Air Base. All right, last thing here. We are bad on rubber. North America, South America. We have to get some from somewhere, like the Dutch East Indies. I'll just preemptively get some more, because I know I'm going to need it. Oh, and also cobalt. Cuba, right, because Cuba is not communist right now, so keep my supply chains close at hand. Oh, one other thing here, so I don't... Wait, I forgot to do this. Actually, wait. There's no point in pushing this, getting more lobbying power, unless for later, because if you switch to the other party or pick a Republican to win, what happens is, where am I going with this? you'll get a surge of support in the Senate and House. So all your work will be for nothing unless you're trying to get some short and medium term goal like 2 Ocean Navy Act or Selective Training Act. Either way, so no, I'll pick War Department right now. Set that up. Rubber and chromium, already did that. Now on to the other mess. Fucking navies.
Ready, sir.
Nope. This is fleet land for all forces. I should do this on corpse. Fleet land. Atlantic Fleet forces. I don't know. Put them under Ernest King. He became Chief of Naval Operations. So, man, these guys are separated all over the place. They're all based in California. So this is Pack Fleet. This is how we actually administratively organize some stuff. This isn't probably, this will be good enough. This isn't like Geographic Combatant Commands because this would be under, I think they're under Northcom, but I think like they go out and do anything in Paycom. I think like where Northcom ends like off the coast of here. I forget. Should probably bring this up on a good fucking Nimitz. Make them a separate make these guys a separate fleet. I don't know who's like Los, Cook Jr. And you just go out and fucking patrol, buddy. Either side here. You just get out and patrol out here, please. That's their maximal range. Man, there's nothing out here. All right, who's Blockade Runner? Not really the person I you. Gunnery Expert Ironside. Arleigh Burke. Honestly, I want to homogenize them under where are you guys? Docked in California? You know what? I'm just going to homogenize this under one big Pacific fleet. Yeah, like that. That covers all our territory. Who are these guys? Scouting force. Where are they docked? In California? You know, you go out and you resettle out here. I don't know. Aviation enthusiasts. All right, who's the gunner? Flakjack Fletcher. All right. You do that out there. Where are you guys? Asiatic fleets. Old Guard, Bold, Naval Speed, Fleet Protector, Raymond Spruance. I'll give you guys something. Pacific Reserve, based in California. Actually, wait. I'll use these guys as training dummies. So all the fresh ships will go there. So you go out there and train, and let's rearrange all our naval ships to go to Pacific Reserve destroyers. I should trade that. I'm going to name you TRACOM for Training Command. And I'll make you distinct with a gear symbol. Or this symbol. There we go. Now the color, I forget. There's the fleet and then there's the subgroup. So fucking tedious, I forget. So all the fresh ships go out here to get trained up. There we go. That's taken care of for now. All right, I need to go out and do something. See, like any individual one of these things is like, I need to set the standard. Repair now. Split off is disabled. High maintenance because we're in we're in a peacetime footing. Same thing over here. Actually, I'm gonna make you like gold since you're in the Pacific, the Gold Coast, so to speak. I don't know how to get a proper gold color. Let's see here. Fuck it, your third fleet. What? Your seventh fleet. Battle Force 1. Shouldn't get too crazy on this. This one will be navy blue or Yankee blue. This is second fleet. And your third fleet. Nah, what are you? I swear that's what it is. Third fleet is on this coast. Second fleetos are here. What fleet is dedicated to Southcom? I forget. Fuck it, you can be fifth fleet. All right, last thing, Air Forces. Actually, well, I can. Low intensity for everyone. Thank you very much. All right. Hold up. Korean Air Group. CAG 1. Carrier Air Group 1. Let's see here. This is going to be Paycom. This Lexington. CAG 2. Forgot, I have a whole thing where I make them light colored with this wing. And with the, let's see here. Nope, you guys go up here. Same thing over here. We're going to adjust you to be lightly colored with this wing thing to distinguish you as naval aviation. U.S. Ranger, CAG 3. Lighter color. Let's see. Hawaii. Also go to Paycom. A nice tropical color-esque, if at all possible. No training. Louisiana. Yeah, and train. Everyone needs to train up. To California. Yeah, train out there. What else is missing? Carrier Air Group 3. Sure. What else is out there? California. I didn't create a group. Carrier Air Group 4. What was left out there? Oh, Panama Canal. Sure, you're still in Northcom. This is still technically North America. And train. Alright, everybody on low intensity. We don't need to burn ourselves out, alright? What are you complaining about? It's the... No reachable strategic area selected. You can't patrol out here. Are you kidding me? Do we not have the naval facilities to help you out here? What the fuck? Alright. I think I've done enough setup. One last thing. Occupied territories. Let's give local police force Mariana Federation. No, I'll keep a military governor over there. But Puerto Rico, I'm going to release as a nation. Release as a puppet. Yes. How did that cause problems in Hawaii? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't know. There's always this problem that shit can't get over here for some reason. Shift click for maximum amount of buildings. Click to build railway. Is that going to help? I don't know if that'll actually help. Supply from stay in Hawaii, from infrastructure, from Hilo, from population, from victory points. I don't think that'll honestly actually do anything for some reason. Alright, whatever. Time to actually get the game going.
Ready to move. All in. Commands.
I don't know. Can we train you guys to farm something? Let's see how this goes. All right. Did I send you guys to train? Do some training. Keep on pausing. That's all I do. Senator votes for government proposal. 5 senators support the government. She's right, you know. I'm just like, let's see here. Could I get the Two Ocean Navy Act if I wanted to? Requires the support of at least 58 senators, 49, so we're too low for that, but we got the reps for it. Empire of Japan abandons naval treaty. Oh, that's right. I also need a... Yeah, Office Strategic Services. There we go. The predecessor to the CIA. Can I tell what they're doing? Unknown focus, unfortunately. What the fuck? Is the island supposed to be demilitarized or something? Sultanate of Asusa submits to Italian demands. Oh wait, it's, yeah, there's this little territory over here. Mohammed Yayo. Perhaps unsurprisingly to many, the Sultanate of Asusa has accepted Italian demands for subjugation. While the Afar government held out hope of avoiding occupation, it became increasingly clear that the colonial powers of the region would not be coming to their aid, nor would neighboring Ethiopia be able to spare the military personnel to support them. With the situation bleak, the government bowed to Italian pressure to spare the people becoming victims of unnecessary bloodshed. Italian forces are now moving into the small nation to take new positions on the border with Ethiopia. It is unclear whether the occupation will be permanent or how it will impact the wider Italian conflict with Ethiopia. Interesting. Is this Mandate Palestine? Oh, it's like, so it has its own fucking governor. And then there's Jordan. It is a Emirate is a dominion of them. What about them? Oh, they're just straight up a colony. They're an integrated puppet. Abdullah ibn Haf al-Hussein. The Hashemites. They claim lineage from from Muhammad specifically, and that is the dynasty that rules the monarchy of Japan, of Jordan today. Let's see here. So constitutional bloc, they're democratic and they are a colony. Same thing with Syria. And then, oh, this is Hatay, because, yeah, this little territory of where Antioch used to be, that is actually controlled by, this is way too populated for Aleppo. Aleppo is not this densely populated. I do appreciate the domes here. But, yeah, at some point, this breaks away. Turkey got control of this. There's random Italian possessions out here. All right, enough, details. All right, let's, I don't know. Foreign Department. This is the biggest thing that's holding me back from building anything, is like how many civilian are dedicated consumer goods. We have 131 units of coal for use. Oh, is that a new resource that I don't know about? Oh, and now there's a raid target. Oh. Oh, German Reich declared war on them. All right, where's resources? There it is. Close this for a second. Let's see here. I can't do any of these, so let's do War Plans Division. I got coal out in Tennessee. Okay, there's nothing. Units of coal to use. Needed by Special Project 0. Needed by Production Lines 49. Surplus. Okay, so these things also need coal in order to operate. We have 131 coals used. We have a surplus of 82. All right, I guess that's important to take care of because we haven't fully switched over to gas energy systems. All right. Anybody burnt out? Oh. Do nothing then. Same for you guys. And you all got up to trained really fast. That was quick. Oh, I haven't done it with you guys, so. Half of them are gonna fall off the fucking ship. And, fighter group. So this is Air Group 1 out there, so. Germany embroiled in civil war. Turkey militarized the British Straits. All right, can I give any support to them? No, I can't. I'm super limited by splendid isolationism. All right, we're all getting up there. First agents, let's see here. Safecracker. Escape artist. Pettigrew. Margaret Archer. She's doing counterintelligence. Let's leave it at that. Second level naval conference. All right, I can't do anything about that. Modify officer corps. No, I'm just gonna farm that shit for right now. Not gonna do small lobbying effort. Right. Hit double down on this again. I just realized my UI is probably really small for stream. Can I change that without having to reload? Let's see here. Hold up. Save game. UI scaling. Okay, I'll just restart it since I have that save file ready. I'd have to keep on downloading stuff. All right, UI is a little bit bigger. I think this is better. Oh God, this looks ugly as hell. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better for viewing purposes. All right. Let's keep it going. Oh man, they're mostly veterans at this point. I'll keep it going. Actually, why don't I take a bunch of these and let's see here. Let's see here. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Throw them at the Asiatic fleet. Oh, this is the carrier group. I should probably distinguish that there. Thank you. Destroyer flotilla. Who the heck are you? Submarine base force. Why? Destroyer flotilla 2. Lolita, Destroyer Lolita. No, no, no. I may need to balance that out later, but Destroyer Flotilla 1, Destroyer Flotilla 2, Destroyer Division 20. You know, I'm just going to merge you. Thank you very much. Keep that simple. Representative speaks passionately in support of the government. So I need more senators. That's what I need. Foreign Department details. Okay, let's get some passive defense.
Orders.
Oh, you're almost up. Fully trained, guys. You start training too. Don't I have Marines somewhere? Don't I have one Marine somewhere?
Ready. Ready to move.
Which enemy cipher do I care about? The British, because they're a major. They're who I'm concerned about, for some reason. Do I not have a Marine? Hold up. I have at least one Marine. I don't have any Marines out? That's sad. I'm gonna dump him here in First Army. Copenhagen. Man, they really went hard with making sure that all the actual Nordic spellings are right. Aarhus, Aalborg, Gothenburg, not Gothenburg. Stockholm and Oslo, I guess there's not much daylight between their English renditions. Helsinki, there's Leningrad. Karyala, Olonets, Onega, and then Murmansk. I think Finland doesn't have this territory right now. But hey, look, there's a Sampi territory, or Sami territory. Also up here as well. Man, they even have it all the way down here into Jämtland. Even up here into Trondheim, in Trondelag, are you kidding me? There's barely any of them there, in all honesty, though. Oh, yeah, that's one of the weird ones. Is here is Kashubia across here, and then there's Kingdom of Prussia. Can also be broken out. Let's see here. There's Silesia. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, Kingdom of Prussia also out here. Nothing over here. That's Ukrainian territory. Yeah, that fits. Lithuanian territory, Belarusian territory over here. Kingdom of Prussia. Oh, Saxony, Thuringen, Free State of Thuringia, Bavaria. They also get Franconia, Baden-Württemberg, Moselland, Rhinish Republic, Grand Duchy of Hesse, Kingdom of Westphalia, Schleswig-Holstein, Schleswig-Holstein. Denmark doesn't have any claims over it, though. And Denmark has no claims over Skåne. No separate Tyrol. Alto Adige. I don't know. Are there any separate things here in France? No, like, no separate Burgund. Oh wait, yeah. There's Kingdom of Toulouse down here. That's about it. Oh, and Bretonnie. But nothing else towards the north. No Burgunderreich. That's sad. No independent Transylvania. That's not a thing. It's just a few like Hungarians who live out in the mountains who want to join with Hungary. Independent Crimea, that's also a thing. Mountainous Republic of Dagestan, Chechnya. Of course, here's Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia, and also Abkhazia. Let's see here. Oh, North Ossetia, Alania, and then Federal Republic of Karabins. Kalmyk. Oh, then there's, now we're getting into Kazakhstan. They have, Kazan, Tartarstan. What the hell is this? Chuvashia. Yeah, so they added a lot of crazy stuff. Evenkia, Yanetsia. Far Eastern Republic. What's this one? Vladivostok Independent Republic. Oh, look. Ainu Republic and Ezo Republic has Hokkaido. Talk about, like, some really obscure shit. An Ainu Republic up here, and then also Ainu Republic. That's cute. That's real cute. Chinese Soviet Republic, China. China Soviet Republic under Mao Zedong. Any other weird shit out here? British Burma. No, the British Burma was under the Raj, wasn't it? Oh, and this is directly controlled. Stanley Baldwin. Oh, no separate territories under here. Oh, what's this? Republic of West Papua. Oh, but nothing else out here. Wants to be separate. No sub-provinces under here. I know there's a bunch of island nations out here. Hey, weird obscure shit out here. Oh, British Raj controls a chunk out here. I didn't know that. That's weird. Cyprus. No independent Crete possible. No weird shit over here. Oh, what is this? Moldova. Alright, whatever. I gotta keep the game going. Oh, Wales is also a thing. Will safeguard peace better than any super battleship. Senator retires. Oh. And there's Northern Ireland and Ireland. And there's Scotland. Norway doesn't claim. Oh, is this the Faroese Islands? War Plans Division. Alright, not gonna get anything out of here. Fuck it, build the Pentagon. What am I missing? Goddamn, Cuba, I need you to pump shit out more shit. Okay. I need to dedicate something to naval technology. Active sonar. Oh, shit. Advanced sonar. Basic heavy battleship. I'm gonna throw something at damage. Actually, no. I'm gonna do... Actually, this is pretty light now that I see it. I swear I remember there being more shit in here. Damage control. Damage control is always good. What was that? Whatever. We need to update our artillery. Yeah, this is a good split right now. I'm not even sure I necessarily... Oh, wait. This gives max factories plus states, so... Actually, I think it's always dispersed industry is always better. Oh, and look. There's Denmark. And independent Greenland. Iceland is controlled by... Oh, it's an independent country. This is controlled by Denmark. No Friesland. Oh, no Flanders and Wallonia separation. That's neat. There's Galicia. No Andalusia or anything, but Catalonia. Yeah, that goes without saying. Sardinia, Piedmont. And then, oh, independent Corsica. Passive defense. All right. Yeah. Able to select project. Midget submarine. Torpedo cruiser. Montana class battleship. Super heavy battleship. Is that even really worth it? Cruiser submarine. With superior range designed for traversing... let me try the midget subs. Start it. Since you do sub stuff. Alright, you guys stop. Then you're almost there. All y'all train. You need it. See, you guys train. Cruiser Division 3. Alright, what about you guys? You know what? You go over here. Rest of you just patrol. You're all up and up, so you go back to patrolling. You're all up and up, go back to patrolling. Up and up. Patrol, repairs. What's the point of you guys? Patrol. Patrol. Train. And you guys train. And you guys train. Yes, there's some people in here who actually don't, but whatever. And the rest of y'all patrol. Alright. what's next. What's Canada doing? German Reich was... Oh, no, the Nazis lost. Ooh, that was quick. I thought these, that tended to drag out. Construction's out. Dispersed industry. What's Ireland up to? I don't really like the fact that they're democratic. In my mind, I was actually like, I got autistic into this, looking into this. I think Fianna Fáil should be neutral. There is another party that was filled with people who were, we should align with Britain. Because technically, the country is shown as being like completely independent, but technically they were under like some free state status under Britain, but they completely sat out World War II. Because they knew, like, after everything that happened from during the Irish Civil War, War for Independence and Civil War, that Ireland was not up for helping Britain. They were not going to get them to do that without, like, that would cause problems. That would have an insurrection on their border. But they also, you know, didn't align with the Nazis. So, well, maybe, sort of. German Civil War ends. Oh shit, and this shit fest that never ends until way late in the game. Two in Oceans, Navy Act, I don't know. Intervention in the Americas. Oh wait, I should I don't know what Japan's up to, but this gives me a bunch of bases out here, so I should probably bum rush this, if anything. Nothing much has changed over here in Japan. Man, the Senate just really does not like me this playthrough.
Listen up.
Listen up. The games of XI Olympiad, the games are concluded. Recently held in undamaged parts of devastated, newly rebuilding Berlin. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The games, a symbol of renewed German national unity, were also significant propaganda for the new German regime, which, despite the tremendous cost of rebuilding the nation after the Civil War, spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the games. There's only 2 types of people, fast and slow. Did you say fast and dead? I forget which. Oh, I'm burning through my oil supply. Radio interception group. I'm using up too much oil. You done? Go back to patrolling. Go back to patrolling. You guys... let's see if that balance shits out. I'm still draining. How about you guys just dock for right now? Stay docked. I don't know where to send you. Cruiser division? Yeah, that sounds about right. Ugh, my fuel supply. Ethiopia has capitulated. Alright, did they go into the Allies? Yeah, there they are. They're always there. Ever since whatever that update was that allowed for that. Intervention in Asia. Air War Plans Division. Production costs. Yeah, Department of Defense. Let's see here. What does this give me? Planning speed plus 10%. Nah, this comes later, so let's do Air War Plans Division for the time being. Oh, wow. I already churned through that shit. Hawaii Ridge, still a problem. Don't know how to help them. Hilo, from victory points from population, Honolulu. I don't know how to help increase this shit. It's the back edge. Let me see if this does anything. Why do I have 2 in Louisiana? Done in 9 days. See if that'll clean shit up. Oh, let me see here. My motorized shit, does that help? Oh yeah, that made thing go away. Radio interception group. Naval department. So that's my industry one. No, I have an industry one going. This was my sinus one. Basic radio and radio navigation. Yeah. This is forts. Maximum fort level. Not sure I can spare that right now. Oh, now I'm losing support. Let's see here. Out of fuel. Fuck. I hate how only one of these can do naval patrol. Like, why is the naval bomber the only one who can do naval patrol? That is stupid. They should all be capable of doing reconnaissance. None of your training. One of you is doing something. Man, my Navy is just absolutely eating up fuel. You go back to base. You go back to base. Same thing with the submarines. I'll leave it at that. Oh, election. We must safeguard the ideals of the American system. Standard Oil Company. Political power plus 20. The people have spoken. Okay. How does politics look like? What's first thing I want to do is bum rush the Adjusted Compensation Act. At least 49 senators and 218. Oh, I need some. Okay. Medium lobbying effort. While we got it. I can also get what's his face over here. Silent workhorse Taft. Smooth talking charm. Yeah, no, we need as much political power as we can get right now. Yeah, all right. A bit stealthier, a bit less prone to explode. Reliability, max range, sub visibility, bit longer range, bit less prone to explode. Why has this one got the thing on it? Yeah, I don't like. If we're gonna send frogmen, you know, some of the best spec ops people in there. I don't want them. But I don't want them dying. Okay, now we're climbing back up. This should be like set monthly instead of on a day-to-day basis. Like every month you get a report like this is how many days we have left. Instead of this number constantly fluctuating. Oh, I already overdid one. All right, so we got one in electronics, one in industry. Somebody should be doing something else. One in the Navy. Tank support group. Radio group. I forget if maintenance companies are even worth it. Paratroopers, Spec Ops, it's 1 year ahead of time. Oh, tanks. Oh yeah, let's get some more new armor. We have a light chassis, and that's about it. But I don't even have any of these to exploit at this point. Chinese United Front forms. Chiang Kai-shek and Mao Zedong have issued a joint announcement declaring that they have set aside their differences in the face of Japanese attack. Both sides will observe strict policy of non-aggression against each other as long as the war against Japan lasts, however, and have vowed everything in their power to throw back the invader. A number of smaller warlords have also declared their support, putting the forces under command of Chiang Kai-shek. Whether the long-term enemies of the Chinese Civil War will actually work together remains to be seen, and many experts believe that this will do little more than delay the inevitable defeat of China. Really? Hold up. Are they at war? Japanese Empire. They're not at war with them yet. China's improving relations with... let's see what the factions are. All they've got is what's his face, the communists in there. All the other warlords are out on their own. Shang-Chi. Yan Shishan. Shishan. Okay. Wait, can I not build let's see here. Ah shit. Oh, I can do this one. Reestablish the gold standard. There we go. I forget what the point of this was. Continue the New Deal. Current ruling party is Democratic. I'm locked out of that. Oh, no, not Democratic as in real world Democrat versus Republican. It is that their ideology is Democratic. Reestablish the gold standard. Roosevelt just can't be president for this one. Add on the gold standards. Consumer good factories factor 10%. Oh. I think that means I'm going to lose civilian factories. Ejected Compensation Act. But this doesn't do anything to adjust the downgrade of the Great Depression. I need this shit to go through. And anytime like a quest to get more support comes out, I need to take it. 6 days. I'll take a small lobbying effort in the meantime. Localized training centers. I have like barely anything right now. Now that I click that. 160. What is required to effect to operate a motor? At 25% fuel capacity, combat stats begin to suffer. Do I not have enough refining capacity right now? I'm exporting a lot of oil right now. That's right. Trade goods. Second Brazilian Republic. What's the factor? 179 factors and let's see here. 67% are 159 civilian military factories to produce consumer goods. This need is filled by 149. Civilian capacity required consumer goods basic. It doesn't give me a breakdown of how many come from trade. So I get 21 from trade, even though I am exporting so much oil. And everyone's sucking it up. Who is taking it, though? Okay, that went away. I wonder, is this available yet? No. No, I got the senators, but man, I need a lot of reps. Fuck. I'm at 244. What do I need for the next one? And 218. Oh, I have it. So next time I should be good, but I should be keeping up the lobbying efforts because I'm gonna churn through some of that support with each go. Let's halt for now.
Yes, sir.
Don't burn yourself. You all need to catch up.
Yes, sir.
You're good. And you're fully trained. What else is going on over here? Just keep the game going, dumbass. A lot of destroyers out here, but no battleships entering us. What is the point of view? Naval Detachment Atlantic. Dispersed industry. Well, might as well get this because we're going to need to get to the rubber soon. So. Standard Oil of California. Standard Oil of California. It gives me 2 bonuses? Damn. Alright, might as well get it. Can another operative. Lemuel Roads. Control trade mission effect. You know what? I want you to go spy over here. Keep tabs on the British. You do counterintelligence. Oh, now I've got spare naval capacity. What am I even at ship-wise? Should probably build another aircraft carrier. Well, I got another one on the way. Basic aircraft carrier. And I probably need a bunch more submarines. What is this music? Empire of the Sun. That's got to be about Japan. Oh, they only have that torpedo tubes? Oh, well. Let's see here. Wait, how many submarines do I have? 72. Let's get another 8. So we're going to have 10 independent squads of submarines. I don't know. What else is there to get? We have a lot of destroyers. Do I have destroyer level 2? Can I make another basic destroyer? Oh no, wait. Do I not have? No, I only have these guys. So I need a destroyer level 2. Well, I have some. Nope, not cruiser. Basic submarine, basic battleship, basic cruiser, basic heavy ship. Where's a basic? Basic cruiser too. Where is basic destroyer? Do I not have that researched? Am I just realizing now that I don't have basic submarine research too? No, we got basic destroyer level 2. Why can't I? What am I losing? Why? I feel like I'm going to go insane here. Farragut class. I'm losing my mind here. Why is... Why is the basic design lacks one or more requires modules battery? Basic destroyer. What the fuck? Why was it hidden in outdated equipment? What the fuck? Weren't there some preset? I swear there was like a thing where you could get presets. Basic destroyers. This is a weird ass glitch. So save to file, view save designs. I swear there's like oh yeah, so there's a historical one for a light hull basic destroyer. Oh, Clemson class. Get rid of that one last capital L. Fire control system, sonar. It doesn't have radar, so whatever. I might upgrade this later. Torpedoes. All right, where are you? You're in the back. You're in the midsection. You're at the front. Radar, sonar. Light engine. We don't have advanced stuff, but we should. I need to start getting go. So yeah, we'll need like 125 of these things. Yeah, Clemson class destroyers. I hate how. Why is that a thing? Why is it every time I click it resets it? We'll say it's 60 for now. And I need to rename this shit to Tracom. Training command. You go over here. We have no battleships in the Atlantic. That might bite me in the ass. We will wait as geopolitical developments. We're producing outdated equipment. Yeah, because it's one left, so let it go. Just pinch it out. Firefighting drills. All right. Get active sonar. Let's work on that. Small lobbying effort. All right, hold up. We got 40 days, and then I can do large lobbying effort. So hold out for right now because I can't do large lobbying effort. Actually, let's see here. 261. I do have a... I'm not going to do the math. I'm going to wait till I can get a medium lobbying effort. So I'll stack up some political power for the time being. Can you patrol, please? You go in as escorts for them. Oh god, I have 2 new these things. And 5 senators. Oh shit. Where are all my 15 battleships, 18 heavy cruisers. Why don't I get some more light cruisers? Brooklyn class A1, Ogalla class. This is a basic cruiser. No, I wanted light cruisers, so I don't know. Historical, basic cruiser to... I don't know. What does this one have presently? Two, module slit, rear custom element. Browning MG. 6-inch. What are these things? I forget what. These are a light cruiser battery. So. Let's see here. So this one just upgrades the AA gun. This one is a severe downgrade in everything. This one is AA focused. Basic cruiser. Can I wait till I just... How to, let's see, I got 2, so let's put them in some convoys for the time being. This would be just like a way to soak it up for the time being. Infinitely produce, and then if I do this, can I get basic oh no. Cavity magnetation enables improved dynamic naval search radar. Enables radar station. So I have to wait till 1938 before I can get radars. Basic radio navigation. Okay, so never mind. We don't get radars until 1938. Fuck. So that changed my mind about what I want to do with this. So I'll make some more cruisers, like 8 of them, since I think I have like 12. Brooklyn class A1. So this will be like A2. Yeah, you also have sonar. Let's upgrade you. Dual purpose secondary battery. Yeah, no, fire control system, that's good. Put anti-submarine warfare stuff in here, but I don't think so. Aircraft. Fuck it, just upgrade it all. Yeah. So this will be Brooklyn class A1. Let's balance this out a bit. All right, that's full use. How's my infrastructure effort going? Just, oh man, taking it slow. We still haven't gotten outside the islands. Reinforced electrical grid, high capacity electrical grid. It's not that, very little to it. I don't know. Throw 1 or 2 here. 1 out of Montana, Idaho. If a state doesn't have one, let's give them 1. Tennessee Valley Authority did good work. What's even the point of this? Per resource gain per infrastructure plus 10%. Whereas infrastructure also fuel capacity. And fuel capacity will modify by 45% for a total of 0.2 undisturbed isolation. Oh, my infrastructure absolutely sucks because of this. I think I like do this one about military construction because this what does one of these do? Giant wakes gives me civilian economy, but if I do limited intervention, set rule can send volunteer forces, add limited intervention, which gives joint faction guarantee, conscription laws cost, economy laws plus 100%. So that's one of the main reason I did one of these, but I guess we can wait till war hits. Nobody here. I paused the game for too long. What's the... You know what? You go on patrol now. A witch hunt. Actually, can you train? Get all up to veterancy? Oh, shit! Well, I think I'm still good to get this next time around, but I'm going to need to bump that up. I got a lot of senators, so actually now that I say that, once this is done, localized training centers, all right. Invisible ink. Let's go with that. Okay, train this. Medium lobbying efforts. Because, yeah, I'm going to need that back. Fuck, I can't do it. Shit. And I already plugged it in there, so I could have done special... No, I didn't have enough political power for special measures. 45 days. Fuck. Damn it. I need 58 senators, what I have, and also 261 representatives. Damn it. Alright, whatever. War Plan Orange. What are they even doing over there? Senjuro Hayashi. Oh yeah, their thing got overhauled, didn't it? The Imperial Defense Plan. Expand the Kawagawa Army Arsenal. Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Purge the Koda faction. Oh, so they went to purge the Koda faction. I guess this is historical. And what's his face? The path of Marxist-Leninism. The Center. Addressing internal affairs, the Comintern. There we go. So they went down the opposed Hitler route. I did return the Kaiser. And then there's army thing. Develop modern new warfare. What did France do? The Popular Front. Now the question is, are they going to ally with the Soviets or do their own retarded path? A change in course. Organize the black shirts. So they haven't picked this yet. So knock off all this. Yeah, reassess the continental commitments. So just get it. Remove war to all N-wars, which grants Meister. You gain base war support. And just makes everyone hate us except the German Empire. Isolate the Mediterranean threat. German targets isolate the Mediterranean threat. Interesting. Alliance with Germany. Non-interference treaty with Germany. But that's only if they go fascist. Secure Italian alliance. Oh yeah, that's right. They're still fascist. Gibraltar for Spanish support. Preempt Spanish alignment. Prevent continental hegemony. God save the king. Organize the black shirts. Is 9 aligned or fascist, so they can go down some imperial conquest routes. Preempt the ideological threats, which they can get by going down God Save the King. So this is an option available to them. And this is move secure the dominions. Alright, I don't know how long it's going to take them to go do that.
Yes, sir.
You're almost all trained up. Come on, a little bit more. There you go. All done.
Orders.
Sound like I'm talking to a child. To a certain extent, I am. I want to move... Let's see here. Cruiser division, and then there's this division. What's over here? These are light cruisers. You know what? Let's go over here, and I'm going to start stacking you up over here. Carrier Strike Group. Carrier Battle Group. CBG 2. And all you guys can go over here to get yourselves trained up. There we go. Play. Let's see here. 37. Is anything else I can get here? No. This doesn't happen until 1939. Or 38. Man, I forget if support groups are even worth it. No, I'll get this. Always have something in naval. That's my rule for playing as the US. Is you always have to have something in naval. Anarchist uprising in the Spanish Civil War. Oh yeah, that's right, because they can't keep their bullshit. Can't keep each other straight. Now, why don't you train since you're all good, so why don't I send you out to go get repaired. You're max trained up. Same with you. You go get repaired. You as well. Train up. Patrol. I was gonna look over here. Oh, let's see here. Under the leadership of Oswald Mosley, in a most unlikely path, the British Union of Fascists have begun an organized campaign of marches across the country, thus seeking to grow the number of fascist supporters throughout the United Kingdom. The violent counter-reaction by anti-fascist elements of the public have already caused a number of street fights. However, it is uncertain whether stability will be maintained or whether the political unrest will become even worse. The British Union of Fascist leadership, for their part, have already vowed not to stop until they have marched on Downing Street and demanded change of government. Let us see if they manage to avoid civil war. So it's growing ever so slightly. Has military access to Iraq. Oh, I've got it now. Cruiser submarine. It's researched early submarine. What? Oh, I got the midget subs now, so why don't I... Let's build 10 of these things, and then I don't know what to do with them. No, they'll be produced. They can get produced well enough with the support I'm giving them right now. Come on, train up. All right, what else? What's next? More passive defense. Can I not do a mission? Operations. Infiltrate simulate. Yes. Active sonar. All right. Do another one over here. Fire control methods. Let's get torpedo tubes. Radio. Basic fire control system. I'll save that for naval thing. I don't know. Oh, I should probably invest in some of this shit. Invest in my Air Force. The bomber will always get through. Okay. Dock up. Use well. Indian National Congress triumphs in provincial elections. In a recent local elections, the Indian National Congress has achieved an overwhelming majority of the platform of slow and ordered transition to local government and dominion status in the future. It appears the Indians have rejected the more radical policies advocated by Gandhi, who had argued total break with Britain, the absolute home rule as soon as possible. Okay. How's my majority? So each time I go through one of these, I'm gonna... Oh, this one's not gonna cost me anything. This one will cost me 20 representatives. So before I do that, I'll do another medium lobbying effort. And then we're gonna do Adjusted Compensation Act. Start trying to tackle the Great Depression and free up my resources here. Come on, a little more. Wilhelm II returns to the German Empire. Oh, and nobody flipped out about it. In a surprise announcement yesterday morning, the German government officially lifted the exile of Wilhelm II. Later that day, the old Kaiser's motorcade passed the Dutch-German border, and upon his return to Berlin, was ceremoniously reinstated as Kaiser of the German Empire. The Kaiser was already vowed to see Germany return to its old greatness, but it remains to be seen which direction the nation will take with its diplomacy. A return to the start of the century? Yes. Hindenburg incident doesn't happen. Disaster was narrowly avoided when a diesel fuel tank leak discovered on the German passenger airship Hindenburg as it came into a dock at the Lakehurst Naval Station in the United States. The leak was promptly repaired. Had it gone unnoticed, flammable vapor could have resulted in a fire that could have engulfed the entire airship. Critics have long questioned the wisdom of passenger airships given the spotty safety records, and this incident is bound to make them even more vocal. Yeah, but you don't have the giant burning wreck to own it. He'll come back soon enough. All right, senators are like the least of my problem right now. It's the House that needs to get to be brought in line. Send you over here. What are you? Heavy cruiser? Sure. Cruiser Division 3. And I don't know. Send you down there. Oh my god, I catch a break. Representative speaks passionately in government support. Okay. This gives me a lot more buffer room to work with. So I probably don't need to have to do medium lobbying efforts in the future. Oh look, it's a cute train going by. Woo woo. Woo woo. The days go down, but I'm full. So I'm not burning through enough shit is what I'm hearing. Train. You guys train as well. Passive defense. Economy civilian. I forget what the rules are that allows you to like fully see what's going on in here, but oh, the mission's in progress. Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, known to many as the Queen of the Air, has completed a flight around the world together with her navigator Fred Noonan. After a brief scare when the pair temporarily got lost while approaching Howland Island in the Pacific, the flight proceeded without incident, and this morning their Lockheed Electra touched down in Oakland, California. The ceremony is to be held in the White House next week, where Earhart will be personally congratulated for her feat by the president. Quite an achievement. Chinese, okay. The Empire of Japan decided to declare war on the Republic of China and the Shaanxi clique. Okay, it has started now. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Oh boy. Well, that was quick. That took 70 days. All right, bum rush this to try and like. Let's see here. This one got slow recovery. This one doesn't affect it. This one, protectionist tariffs will. So add export focus. So we get to export focus instead of complete unfree trade. Civilian intelligence to others plus 20% Navy intelligence. But I think this does lower construction speed, but let's go for it. Let me just do the math real quick. Oh, I'm going to lose 20 representatives. So I'll get down to 276. This one doesn't require this, that one. That one does. This one will. I should be pretty good, and honestly, I could even go for selective, the Two Oceans Navy Act. In all honesty. Limited intervention. I don't think I need that just yet. I need 150, but more than 15% war support, and we barely have any. Although I could do propaganda efforts for them. Radio propaganda. It's unavailable to me. Game-based war support. Utilize domestic film industry. Game-based war support. Man, that's a lot. Oh shit. Man, I got a lot of you. I don't know where to throw them at. Sure, over here. Oh, they're all two. Actually. Actually, yeah, fine. Go over there. Range improvements. Do I want to start investing in... Let's get range improvements because we're going to need that for the Pacific. Wait, how many submarines did I build? I need to actually, fully replace them. Actually, let's see here. Do I have upgraded torpedo? No, I don't have upgraded torpedo tubes for them. God damn it. Isn't that the next thing I'm researching? Yeah, so let's not upgrade them. So let's just split this up for right now. Oh, sure, like that. And I just have to remember when the when that thing comes through for torpedo tubes to upgrade that. Where are you even based out of? Hawaii? Cruiser division, destroyer division. You need some support out there. Oh, and you have no... So, yeah, let's burn through some fuel supplies for you. Let's burn some through for you, since you need to get up your veterancy, your training. Four senators. I still should be good. Is this... Oh, it's completed. Oh, that's right. Figure out what the fuck the Japanese are up to. Policy of individual... Policy of select economy civilian. Government Cipher School. Available special project. Montana class battleship. Somebody likes to do cruiser submarines, so... Oh, shit, man, I'm burning through, I think I should be good. Let's see here. So after this one is protectionist tariffs. That's not gonna kill me. I should be good, so I can just, like, start building up political capital right now. Actually, if I'm gonna go down limited interventionism, I should probably change my laws. Change my economy laws while I can. If anything, that's what I should save up for, is to get from undisputed isolation to civilian economy. If anything possible. And then, because this one will give me limited conscription first. And this one doesn't affect anything. So if I go this, I should probably plug some resources into... Let's see here. Government's organizer, financial expert, consumer goods factories. This guy would be the next thing to spend it on. I think I should get to civilian economy and then need more than 15% war support. And that's built by world tension, so we need that to go up. So I could jump to early mobilization. We're actually pretty close to that. So for 15% war support, and this one needs 25%. So honestly, a bit more world tension, and we could probably make the immediate jump to early mobilization. And that'd be like a good place to start for so we're not super restricted by limited interventionism. Well, then once we're in the full war, like, we'll have massive debuffs to any of the things. All right, let's see here. Blow some of that. Actually, no. Keep it at 1. And what was I gonna do? Clemson class. Oh yeah. Nope, not that. That. QGA sonar. So, what was that? The QGA sonar. So, update to, what class is this? Clemson class A1. Yeah. We lost some production capacity, whatever. Can, what's this one? So, this was my Brooklyn class, Brooklyn class A1. So I guess I'll make an A2. No, he doesn't have anything. What was I going to build? Oh, yeah, more submarines. Corpus class A2 with torpedo launchers. Now I'll keep it light for now. And then, yeah, so... Oh, no, wait. What am I doing? Yeah, there. Save. Why are you at... No, I don't care. You're not decommissioned. Fuck you. You, yeah, Corpus class A2 to Tracom, and then let's... That at least. Yeah, we'll leave it at that level of priority. How many submarines do I have? I got 83. Let's go with 40 at least. 60. With these new variants. What? You're not decommissioned. Shut the fuck up. No, you're not outdated. You're fine. Shut up. It's not outdated. I don't know why everyone thinks it's outdated. Improved light tank. I don't have enough experience to make any one of these things, so... this is 2 ahead of me. I could start getting on one of these. This is gonna take... those things are gonna take a while. I'm gonna bum rush some of this stuff. Oh, this stuff doesn't hit until... Oh, let me just stack up. Where are my researches at? Alright, something... double up on some naval stuff, and by that, I'm gonna take this. And honestly, that'll save room so I can immediately get the, get this, and then start stacking up on this stuff. Oh. Oh, now we're on this. Construction speed. Yeah, very good. Man. This is so slow. Free trade, construction. Oh, this is almost done. Alright, let me do the math. This one isn't going to dent my congressional support. This one will, but then it'll be end of the line. So honestly, alright, protectionist tariffs. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more lobbying. Save it for... I'll just keep stacking it for right now, and then just in case world tension heats up again, and that gives me room to jump to early mobilization. Oh, this starts affecting coal. Minus 15% for civilian use. Or what is this? That's supposed to be coal, right? This is coal. We have extract 90. We export 557. 49 is used in production. So we have a 90 surplus. Just forgot. At this, military factory construction is super low. Shoot for the army. This takes political power, so no, I'm going to conserve that for right now. Oh, world tension is actually slightly decreasing, and nobody did anything stupid this time around to increase things. Fascists are, or the nationalists. Government cipher school. Diplomatic training. The lines between, whatchamacallits? Diplomacy and espionage. Sometimes they can be blurry. How you doing, independent Puerto Rico? Lorenzo Narvaez. I've known plenty of Narvaez's throughout my life. Actually, let's check up on training. Everybody's up. You patrol. Naval dominance in a region increases or decreases over time until it reaches the target. Patrolling a region provides task forces naval dominance. Value is a flat increase to the largest dominance and strategic region. What about you? Alright, you're all up. So, yeah, patrol and go get repairs while you can. What about you? Nope, you guys still need some work. You guys also need to train up. I don't care if there's a few of you down here who need some help. I'll deal with that when we get to it. Range improvements. Let's start on that. Senator from Louisiana offers support. 50 representatives. Build a munitions plant in Louisiana. Yeah, it's not the most efficient, but let's see here. Louisiana. Oh, all the way down in Louisiana. All right, fuck it. Where is... Where's the infrastructure for Louisiana that I queued up? There it is. And it said 60%. That's not too bad. So this thing will get finished 18 December. It's not worth it. Just put it back in the queue. One munitions factory ain't gonna change much. Mastery reward unlocked. I don't even know what that means. 100 flagship coordination. Where even is my flagship? Oh, wow. Cipher is fully decrypted. Who else do I care about? Oh, the commies. First and foremost. I don't give a shit about this democracy. I don't care if the German Empire has returned. Anything, they're better. Clamp down on fascism. Rebuild the nation. Oh, minus 50% consumer goods factory. Where's their Intel ledger? I don't know anything about them. What about them? How much do I have on them? 50% value damage to civilian factories. They only have 57 civilian factories. Damn, that is weak. All right, put that away for now. We'll hang on to that. Actually, probably worth getting a one of these Pacific Fleet Designer. Carrier deck size +1, armor 15 minus 15%, raiding fleet, coastal defense fleet, Atlantic Fleet Designer. Carrier armor +50%, HP +50. Capital ships, heavy attack, and let's see here. Max range. I'm just gonna do Newport News. All right, and then income tax reform.
Orders.
Okay, first thing, you're gonna be out and you're gonna be your own thing. Who's the shittiest general? You know what? Fine. I'm gonna have you train out here. You're gonna be rookie green like this. And you're gonna be the other TRACOM, ground forces TRACOM for training command. And you will train also. Oh, you're not up on veterancy? Go ahead, start training. What about you? You guys are getting there. You need to work on it, though. All right, nothing. Shit. Oh. That's my support ads. And let's see here. Income tax reform. 40 reps and 8 senators. So that'll take me to 58 senators. And shit, how much was that? And 40 reps, so that'll take me to 227. How much do I need for Two Oceans Navy Act? I need 261, so I totally lose. I'd lose support in the House for the Two Ocean Navy Act. Okay. Basic fire control system. Oh, you. Get you. It's important to keep up on this because you don't want to fall behind on research speed. At least that's my mind. There's probably tons of other meta strategies, but I am like the most casual person ever when it comes to this shit. Oh, there used to be like 3 branches to the ship. I guess they simplified it. Let's burn through and get that. Yeah, you guys are probably done. You as well, and you're gonna go out here. Stream for 3 hours and 21 minutes. I don't know. We'll see if I can get to a war breaking out before I do any. Before I go any further. If I Oster core, nah, I'm good. Mass assault, grand battle plan, and mobile warfare. We're already pre-selected. Wait, hold up. This is a new interface, I'm just realizing. We're already at base strike. Floating airfields. Sortie efficiency. Instanty grants. Port strikes plus 20%. Mass carrier fleets. Ship recovery rate plus 5%. Sortie efficiency. Screens. Integrated operations. Convoy escort. The new school. Convoy raiding efficiency. Screening efficiency, and then submarines. So that's a new way to break things up I have not noticed since I've decided to touch this game again. The Polish government has accepted German proposal for Danzig in exchange for military guarantees. A treaty has been drawn up assuring the Poles that Germans will come to their aid in the event of any hostilities committed against them. Though the price has been high, once more entirely cutting off the Poles from the sea, it may have been worth in the light of communist threats to the east. Okay, just throw in a customs union. And, you know, have like, you know, they can have their own specialty dock, their own Polish corporation-owned docks. Part of home defense. So they go down this route, so they can't go down the democratic route. So what was this one? Danzig for guarantees. All right, so that's how far down they are. They also did bulwark against Bolshevism. And let's see, this one needed all the following. Cede to the Eastern Front. You know, what's France? The fuck is France is up to? Doing all these guarantees across in territory they can't control. What do the Yugoslavs even do? Why do I have just straight Western focus, evolution, limited self-government? Establish Bosnia, Croatia. Remove Croatian opposition. Crush the Ustasa. Attract allied capital. What about them? Strategic decisions. Evaluate political climate. Democratic bastion. Oh, and my factories are back to normal. Yeah. Oh, infiltrate civilian government there, so... income tax reform. An American Institute of Science. Let's get this while I can. While I still have the political support. We need less than majority support in Congress. Oh god, did my internet crap out? Give me a second. Nope, seems I'm still good. Okay, connectivity is back. I don't know when my iPad glitched out. All right. right, back to the game. I should probably get this just to buff out my research, but I should I want to get this. But then I have to rebuild a majority for limited intervention, so see what happens. World tension just keeps on going down because nobody's doing anything stupid right now. They've captured Madrid. Come on, make a pincer move and create the... Man, a lot of outdated... Oh, man, why does my stream call keep bugging out? Oh, man, I'm having tons of drop frames. Like 59% drop frames. Damn, this sucks. All right. In retrospect, it's getting late. I probably shouldn't be doing this long.